In my humble opinion, I'm sorry, did I say humble? In my opinion, Ruger has gotten a lot of things right with the Ruger American pistol. A lot of things. I'm a fan of it. I think it is a very nice gun in every configuration I've fired it in so far. And here we have the Ruger American Compact in 9mm. But the one area where I think they still need some improvement is the grip. The grip texture is a little smooth for my liking and a little hard feeling for my liking. It doesn't give you, you don't feel like you've really got a great grip on the pistol. You don't feel like you have that connection between your skin and the polymer. So, you know, it doesn't take much to get me to put a Talon grip on anything. But in this case, I think it's going to make a big difference. I think it's really going to be an improvement. So let's get busy putting this Talon grip rubberized on the Ruger American Compact. Okay, I'll fast forward. You don't have to watch all this in real time. Hey, what's on YouTube? Oh, some guy cleaning a gun with an alcohol wipe. Oh yeah, we're going to want to watch that. Okay, once that's done, peel off the backing. Usually the hardest part for me. And on this one I'm just going to go for broke. We'll just take the whole thing off. Usually the smaller ones can handle it. Alright, and starting with the left side of the pistol, lay it in place. Now if you've got a cutout for a logo like we do here, that gives you a great index to start with. We have some relief cuts here to allow for the severe changes in texture, which is great. Maybe I should have left part of the backing on for this one. Alright, but that's the hardest part, getting that first side laid down properly. Once you do that, if you get it good, everything else should fall into place pretty well. Back strap is important too. Get it straight and centered as much as possible, and it's looking good. So as you've seen, you saw me do, you can lift this and reposition it. So don't be afraid to do that, but don't do it any more than you have to, because every time you do that, you're potentially weakening the adhesive a little bit, and you may also possibly be touching the adhesive surface a little bit each time, and that's gonna get it dirty. But again, don't be afraid to reposition it. Make sure you're happy with how it's lying. Okay, you can see it fitting down in those contours pretty nice. Looks like we've got a good fit. I don't see any kind of air trapped in there, no folds or bubbles or any of that. We're good. So we'll wrap the front strap around, and if we've done it right, that should be fairly level across here. Doesn't have to be perfect. It almost never is absolutely perfect, but it should be close. Put that underneath, get it down there good, and then push this back over. A lot of people question that part of it. They said they've started with that and worked around the other direction. The problem is, how do you know where to start? Because that overlap can be different amounts. So I have found that it works just fine doing it that way. That is the way Talon recommends. It's the way they have always recommended it. The way I've always done it, and it's worked out good for me. So what do we do if it ain't broke? We don't fix it. All right. So now we're ready for the very, very important next step of heat. Gonna heat it up. Okay, got it good and hot now. We smush it down. You just want to press evenly and firmly all over, especially on the edges and the overlap seam. The edges of the back strap, very, very important. You want the texture of that polymer to show through, and you know you've got that adhesive down in there. And that way, your grip will last you a long time. And they're already inexpensive, which is excellent. And if you can get a long life out of it, and if you're smart and you've used the Just an Opinion code, you already saved a little bit of money. And if you get it to last a really long time, you'll be saving even more. That's why we heat it and smush it. I see a lot of comments on my Talon install videos, people asking why not just buy the grip tape and do it yourself. You certainly can, but I want to see you make it fit that well. Look at that, the way it fits those contours, you know, with the relief cuts in just the right spot. Okay, looking good. I'm going to heat it and smush it one more time. I like to do it at least twice. I won't make you watch. There we go. Looking good and feeling great. Boy, it makes a big, big difference, especially on this gun, where it was just had a slippery feel. Ruger American gets a whole lot of things right, but they still have that slippery feeling grip. This is just what it needed. Perfect. And it looks great. Excellent fit. There you go, kids. Beautiful Talon rubberized grip on what I think is a very nice handgun. The Ruger American compact 9mm. You'll see this gun more. We'll get it out and do some work with it. Compare it maybe to some things that it needs to be compared to. But there's the Talon grip on the Ruger.